everyone, welcome to the LILA channel. I'm Star, a member of the LILA team, and this is our first video featuring the theme of wellness through the ages. Our relationships with health and wellness are constantly changing, and so we thought it would be interesting to speak with different women about how their wellness journeys have changed over time. We're going to be making several of these videos featuring women who have all sorts of different life experiences, and I'm so excited for today's video because we are interviewing Crystal, who is a LILA ambassador. Crystal is a nurse and also has an amazing presence on social media. You can follow her on Instagram at the Crystalina Perspective, and we're going to put that in the video description as well as in a screen at the end of the video. So Crystal, thank you so much for being here today. And before we get into the questions, I'd love if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and your job and everything like that.
Okay, thank you guys so much for having me. As stated by Star, I am Crystal. I am the owner of the Crystalina Perspective, and I'm a nurse by trade, but I'm also a nursing student. So I work as an LPN in a clinic Monday through Friday, a very busy clinic with COVID. That's kind of interesting. And I also study, and I'm studying for my BSN RN. Currently on break right now, which is a great thing. I reside in Little Rock, Arkansas, which, is pretty country. We down here in the South doing big things, trying to stay cool because it's pretty hot. And I moved here all by myself about 5 years ago. I am an only child, and I absolutely love that, but I also understand the value of hard work, and my favorite color is pink. I don't know if that's significant or anything, but I absolutely love all things pink and all things pearls. I'm definitely a girly girl, and I'm obsessed with wellness, health, and all things feminine. That's a little bit about me.
That's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. And yeah, we just wanted to say that thank you so much for being a healthcare hero during this pandemic. We're so grateful for the work that you're doing on the front lines. So truly, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just to start, in general, how has your relationship with wellness changed over time?
Whew, let's just say, guys, it has in the past year, let's just say that it has significantly changed. I'm gonna be honest. I come from a family where wellness is one of those things, it's you pray about it and you take it to God and that's it. You don't really think about wellness. You go to the doctor when you need to if you're absolutely sick, and that's it. It's no emotional wellness, no physical wellness, no, just the well-being of the person overall. So I honestly didn't understand that wellness meant more than just physical until about 5 years ago. And so when I understood that, I basically was dealing with an issue myself. I had really went down the drain with my mental wellness. I ended up having to spend a week in the psychiatric hospital because I attempted suicide, and I was very depressed, very anxious, very sad, and just didn't know what to do. And this realm of wellness was very new to me. And in that moment, that is when I learned that wellness consists of your social well-being, as in who you basically associate yourself with, your physical well-being, your mental well-being, and emotionally, because mental and emotional can be separated sometimes. And so it has evolved significantly. This past year, even, it has evolved, and my relationship with it is one that I wholeheartedly dedicate time to each week. I'm definitely setting aside time to make sure that I focus and take a picture, take a snapshot to ensure that I'm okay in all of those pillars, because I may not be. And if I'm not, I try my best to work to see what I need to do to fix it.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. I feel like, the wellness industry as a whole, it's a lot focused on like eating your vegetables and like exercise. And like that's
Yes.
a part of it, but they're like what you're saying, there are so many different pillars of it. So thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing your experiences, like discovering that. That's really, really amazing to hear.
Yes.
So yeah, kind of going off of that, knowing what you know now, what kind of wellness advice would you give yourself 5 to 10 years ago?
5 to 10 years ago, I definitely would have told myself to, one, be open-minded. I've always been an open-minded person, but want to be open-minded and to seek help, especially when things don't seem right, and to know that it's okay to seek help. Seeking help isn't just a mental thing. Socially, you could be struggling with some things. Physically, a lot of people have chronic health disorders, and a lot of people say diet and exercise, which is cool, but some people don't have chronic issues that require them to have to need diet and exercise. Their BMIs are perfect. They're in that range where they don't need that. Unfortunately, they have silent autoimmune issues such as MS or fibromyalgia or whatever, or sometimes even cancer. So had I known what I know now, I would have definitely told myself to ask for help, regardless, even if I thought it was something stupid. Ask for help, and then from asking for help, seeking clarity on what I'm asking, trying to get a better understanding of it, because wellness is one of those things that's not just something that you can just, give a definition on and say, okay, we're done, we're washing our hands, we're going to be through with it. It's something that's very multifaceted, and it has many levels, and each person is complex. Each person is made of different layers. So I definitely would have told myself, you need to ask for help. You need to seek clarity on some things. And it's okay to do that. You're not an idiot or stupid or dumb or anything like that for seeking help.
Yeah, for sure. It's such a hard thing to do, but like it's so important at the same time. So thank you for
Yes.
sharing that. Um, so how do you expect your wellness will change as you age and grow older?
Oh my goodness. You know, wellness, it's just like any other thing. It's kind of like in my early 20s, I was all into running. Running was like my jam. But then I was into running and into like protein shakes. That was like it. But now I'm into making sure that I do creative things, journaling. I still work out periodically. Okay, more than periodically. I plan to work out. Like I set in my planner when I need to work out. But I feel that over time, depending on where I'm at in my life, my wellness will evolve around that. And while it's evolving, I also have to be mindful of if it's evolving in a healthy way or a non-healthy way, and making sure that I'm taking the healthy approach. Because sometimes, we age, not sometimes, we are going to age, and sometimes as we age, we kind of forget about the fact that we have to have a responsibility and hold ourselves accountable for what is healthy and what is unhealthy. So I feel like it's definitely going to change. In the next 10 years, I may totally hate planners. I may totally hate, journaling and listening to music. I may totally hate those things, because right now those things work for me, but in a healthy way, it is my job to figure out other ways to help me to deal with my wellness. And I may not even want to do therapy in 10 years, but I have to make sure that I'm taking that healthy approach, because as an adult, as an aging adult, that is my responsibility.
Yeah, like I mean, like you said, aging is inevitable, but as long as we're like not scared of it and we just like accept the
Yeah.
changes that we want to that are gonna come to us naturally, it can be a much more positive experience. So thank you for
Yes.
explaining all of that. Um, so yeah, I guess you talked about wellness advice you'd give to yourself like 5 to 10 years ago, but do you have any wellness advice for women who are younger than you right now in this current crazy moment of 2020?
I do. I definitely would tell anybody, especially younger women, that it's okay to feel off. We live in a society where we're go, 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 go. We are nonstop people across the board. And it is okay to not feel okay. However, you need to make sure you're doing what is necessary to realize you're not feeling okay. And not feeling okay can be physically, I don't feel okay. Socially, I don't feel okay. I don't feel okay mentally, but making yourself aware that I don't feel okay. And okay, it's okay that I don't feel okay. But what do I need to do to make myself feel okay and to fix this issue? And what is the nagging problem? So that is like my biggest advice. And that goes for younger and older women, because as women, we're naturally on the go. We're doing so many things for so many people in our lives. Some of us have children, some of us have children and a husband, some of us have a partner, some of us have a partner and a husband and children, some of us have parents that we take care of. The sky's the limit when it comes to us. But taking that first step and realizing, okay, I'm normally used to kicking it with my friends, but socially I'm struggling. Maybe I need to do a Zoom, or maybe I need to FaceTime some people. We don't even have to talk for an hour. Maybe if just 5-10 minutes will take the edge off. So that is my first tidbit of advice. And then my second tidbit of advice is to tell other women it's okay to slow down in this moment. You know, this pandemic it took us all by surprise. It's been a crazy tornado that we've all been twisted up in, and we didn't even ask to be twisted up in it. But it's okay to slow down while we're in this time. This is a great time for us to, I'm not one of those people to say, oh, go start you a business or go do this. I'm not one of those people, because some people don't want to do that. But what I will say is this is a great time to figure out if you are struggling in a wellness pillar and asking for help, as I've stated before, and seeking ways to fix that area and how you can better help yourself so when things do pick back up, you'll be a better off person. And if starting a business does that for you, do it. If getting a new hobby does that for you, do it. But take this time to focus on you a little bit, because at the end of the day, that's something we don't do.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like this society as a whole encourages like doing the most and doing everything that you possibly can, but like just slowing down is equally if not more important. So thank you so much for like pointing that out. That's so great to hear. Yeah, so that was the last question, but do you have anything else you want to share at all, or just any last thing that you want to say?
I can't think of anything else. I just hope that all the women just do everything that they can do to take care of themselves and understand that you're not weak for taking care of your wellness. You're not. In fact, you're very strong for, taking a stance against your wellness and realizing that, okay, I need help in this area, or I'm struggling here or there. You're very strong for doing that, because a lot of people go years and they don't even think about their wellness. So it's a great thing that, you take care of your wellness, and it's nothing wrong with doing it. You're not a weak person for doing it. So I hope a lot of women feel empowered and inspired by what I've had to say today and take something from it.
I definitely know I am, so I'm sure everyone else will as well. This has been so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. So to everyone out there, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to follow Crystal on Instagram. It's again at the Crystalina Perspective, and it's in the description and on the next screen as soon as the video ends. So thank you so much for being with us again, and everyone out there, hope you stay safe and stay well. Bye.